Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you another Star Wars Galaxies emulator update. As many of you know, back in October of this year, the SWGEmu project was having some financial issues, and together as a community we helped raise over $8,000 in donations to help pull them out of that pit, and we did really well. Unfortunately, life is full of surprises, and the SWGEmu project is no exception. 2 days ago, one of the project founders, Oru, posted this thread on the forums titled Death and Taxes. As you can see, it's a little long, but I'm going to read all of it because I know a lot of you don't like reading. So it says, before we get into the nitty-gritty details, let me reintroduce myself to the newer community members, as I have stayed in the shadows for quite a while. I'm one of the founders of this project, and my main contribution was developing the foundations of the current server core. As the project grew and taxation obligations arose, my main focus moved away from the actual development. I chose to start the non-profit company in Hungary that helped us going forward in this situation, which leads us to today's topic. Recently, as part of a regular process, the Hungarian tax authority decided to review our company, and they found an issue with how we paid for a specific provider. In 2013, we started using the services from a US-based company, SoftLayer, to provide servers for our systems. When we set up the account, SoftLayer asked us for our VAT ID, and I offered it without fully understanding the implications. The VAT ID is a number used in the European Union to track transactions between companies to manage taxation. I did not realize that by providing this VAT ID that SoftLayer would start invoicing us from an EU-based company instead of the US, and in the EU, this makes the buyer responsible for the taxes on the goods and services delivered. I didn't know this was an issue, and our accountant did not notice it either. Because of that, we did not report these VAT transactions, nor did we pay the related taxes, because as far as I knew, we were a tax-exempt non-profit company. There is still time to correct the filings and pay the missing taxes without any additional fees. Had I originally paid SoftLayer's US entity, we would have paid $6,237, 8.5% more than what we did pay. Sadly, because we can't go back in time and pay the SoftLayer US entity, we now have to pay estimated $10,068 US in EU back taxes. In the end, this mistake cost us $3,831 US. The bigger issue is we have to catch up with these costs now, and I feel horrible because my lack of knowledge of the arcane tax codes has put our project at risk. I feel doubly conflicted even sharing this situation with you because in October it got out that the project was in financial trouble because donations were lower than our monthly operating expenses. The amazing part that shocked me was the community reacted quickly and people donated $8,510 in 1 month. This extra inflow of cash should have put the project in a great place with the ability to continue the way we are with a comfortable pad of comfortable pad for unexpected expenses and other yearly costs, for example, accounting and legal. However, now we need to make up for the back taxes and balance that against keeping enough cash to keep the project moving. We have always been transparent and open about the financial details of this project because we value the community's trust above all. We're not asking the community for more help. We will use $5,000 of the funds we already have, and a handful of the staff and myself will pitch in to help me cover the remaining $5,068. This will leave about 1 month of operating cash in the company, and if donations stay at our current goal, we should be able to continue with the project, barring unforeseen circumstances. I'm really sorry for the whole mess and take full responsibility for what has happened here. I have always cared for the good of the project and will continue to find ways to keep it going as long as people are interested in it. In the end, we feel we can navigate this speed bump and get back to our original mission. Above all, I felt it was essential to maintain your trust that we share the details of the situation with you. May the Force be with you. Over. So yeah, that's quite a speed bump. Let's break down exactly what's going on here. So it says here, we now have to pay an estimated $10,068 US. So the amount that the project owes in back taxes is a little over $10,000. 2 months ago, we donated $8,500 just in 1 month alone. Their plan is to take $5,000 of the $8,500 that we donated back in October to put this towards the back taxes. And then a couple of the staff members, including Oru here, is contributing the other $5,068, I believe. Lord Kador is one of the other ones that is donating, and a third, maybe a couple more people that don't want their names released. So first of all, thank you very much to those of you on staff who are able to make such a huge contribution to alleviate, more than half of this issue. I think that's awesome that so few of you are, able to make such a big dent in that, and I'm glad that the rest of us in the community did pull together so well back in October that we have enough to take care of this issue immediately. So where does that leave us? Like he says here, this will leave about 1 month of operating cash in the company, and if donations stay at our current goal, we should be able to continue the project barring unforeseen circumstances. That means basically as long as we keep continuing to meet our donation goals each month, the project should be fine as long as nothing like this pops up again. That's kind of why I'm making this video. If I scroll down in this thread, a couple other staff members have chipped in here. Vlada says, while we are grateful for the sudden influx of donations, I feel like I need to say this thread wasn't posted with that intent at all. Oru and the rest of the staff just wanted to keep the community in the loop. Yes, we had trouble with Hungarian tax authorities. Yes, we did have some unexpected expenses, but it was all covered and we're moving forward. I think Lord Cater says it the best. We're not asking for more money, but we do need/want the monthly contributions to stay on goal at least.
Stay on target, stay on target.
So that's really the main thing that you guys have to realize. This isn't like a call to arms so much as the video back in October saying, hey, we need more donations. This is more of a transparency update saying, hey, we know you guys, gave us a nice boost back in October. Just want to let you know we've used it, and we just don't want people, maybe considering donating and being like, oh, well, 2 months ago they received 3 times how much their monthly expenses are, so, they don't need it, because that nice buffer that we built up back in October, it's a good thing we did, because then we were able to deal with this immediately, but now that buffer is gone. Now, since that message has been posted on the forums, quite a few people have stepped up and made donations already, which is what brought us to our goal for the month so early. Quick shout out to the highest donation that I've seen so far in the past couple of months, Quilaric, who's donated $500 earlier today, just before I started recording this video, actually, which I believe put us over the edge for the monthly goal. So thank you very much. But yeah, that's kind of really it. Like I said earlier, this isn't as big of a call to arms as the video back in October, because as of now, the project is good. We're okay. We've got the funds to continue going with the project, to cover the server maintenance costs and legal fees and all that stuff. And this speed bump, as either Vlada or Oru put, I'm not sure which one it was, we're over it pretty much. I guess I find myself in a more unique position because I'm not a member of the project staff. I am not really associated with the project in the way that they are, so I can feel, I guess, less awkward making a video and letting you guys know about the situation than they do, because I'm sure there are a couple of you out there, much like you did back in October, that do have the capability of giving us that buffer again in case something happens. I think the best thing that any of us can do, and I've already found myself doing this, is to set up a monthly subscription to the project, just like we would back in live. If you pay $15 a month, if a couple hundred people do that, then our monthly goal is going to be met each month, easily. Even if we only do 10 a month, if 250 people do $10 a month, then our monthly goal is set, and any other donation will just add to that buffer. Anyway, this video was strictly for information purposes. It's to let you guys know where the project is standing, what has happened with the donations that we did back in October, and to let you know that we're fine for now. We just want to make sure that people, we don't run into the same problem back in October that we did, because people are, under the impression that we have a surplus of donations sitting around from a couple months ago. Anyway, thank you to everybody who's donated. No matter how small a donation it is, it's made a difference. Thank you to the staff for remaining transparent in the dealings and things that are going on behind the scenes. Thank you all who continue to watch and support my channel. The best part about Galaxies is the community, you guys, the players, everyone working together. So I don't foresee any issues. I I don't foresee this causing any issues going forward, but it's just a matter of getting the information out there. Not everybody checks the forums. Not everybody knows what's going on. So every little bit of spreading the word, getting the message out there through different mediums, whether it's forum posts, YouTube videos, tweets, Facebook messages, whatever, just letting people know what's going on is really what's going to save, I don't want to say save, because like I said, we're in a good spot now. It's just going to make sure the project remains in a good spot going forward. So again, thank you all for watching. Make sure you check out the donation status at the top of the forums every month. Mobius1 here, and I'll see you all in the next one.